bottle was halfway full when the episode started, and this is where we at now. So, don't tell me nothing about you don't want me drinking when I come and talk to you, girl, because y'all drove me to this shit. Y'all the ones that wanted me to watch this shit and review it, and so here we are. So just deal with it, okay? Y'all, this episode of How to Get Away with Murder had it going the fuck on. I am so glad we finally about to get to where Olivia Pope come in at, because they've been teasing us with this since the goddamn second half of the season started. So no ma'am, don't be stringing me along. Just like they did with the whole West situation. Y'all waited until the end of the episode for Frank to ask the mama what the fuck is going on. We was looking forward to knowing what the fuck was going on since last week. And to be truthfully honest, we still don't know because she hadn't said anything. She looked down, she looked up, and oh, we was conveniently out of time. Don't do me like that, Shonda. You already taking me. And you know what? Let's take it one step at a time, because Shonda, I don't know if I can take it. I am down to watch these new shows, but if you gonna be stealing my motherfucking heart with How to Get Away with Murder, I don't know what else I got to give you. I was already overcome with emotion when I had found out that the therapist was being investigated for murder. That really just took my soul to a higher dimension, because I was not expecting that whatsoever. Then this episode, we looked into it and we found out not only was the man using drugs when Annalise came over there that night, but he been lying about how long he been sober, bitch. He said he was sober for 23 years. But I'm not sure if he been sober for 23 minutes. Because now that we looking into it, I don't know if he was just functioning on his shit or what. Because to be truthfully honest, we thinking since he a therapist or whatever, we ain't even looking for no signs of no drug addict, because we thinking you really clean and sober because you a therapist. Baby, one little thing got to throwing a loophole in your motherfucking plan. And next thing I know, and to be truthfully honest, when he told the lady at the food truck that he wanted his burger wrapped in foil, I'm thinking, oh, he must want it to keep warm because he out in Philly or whatever and it's cold as hell. Everybody got on coats in every scene or whatever, so I'm thinking it's chilly outside. You want your food to get warm because you don't want to walk and eat. I've never seen you have a car and it's going to take you a little minute to get to the house. I'm trying to think logically, like a black person, you know. Until he emptied that bag and all that was in there was a folded piece of foil. And then I said, Mama, what you doing? Oh no, baby, what is you doing? And baby, when he got to crushing and then he took that shit, I said, oh my gosh. Like, the whole time I was screaming no at the TV screen, because I'm just like, how could you do this, therapist? Like, do you not know that fuck a wrinkle in time, you putting a wrinkle in our plan, bitch? Because once you go down, our whole little setup is kaput. And then we find out that he didn't really kill his daughter, but he was so afraid of the wife finding out that he was still using drugs. And now to this day, the mama still don't know what really went down. And what pisses me off about How to Get Away with Murder, and this happens a lot with the cases that Annalise take on, she will fight tooth and nail for the person. Whether she doing it for herself or she doing it for the betterment of the community. She will fight tooth and nail for the person, win the case. And then they make a fool out of her by going out and doing the very thing that she advocated against. This woman fought tooth and nail to get these people to stop so much as investigating you, because if they look deep enough, they gonna put two and two together and bitch, they gonna come up with four. So she was trying to help you out, and when she goes to deliver the good news, you high then? Now, it was completely understandable for you to be using right when you find out they was finna start investigating you and you felt like your whole world was crashing. That night was understandable. I will give you that. Even though that was a step in the wrong direction, especially for a therapist, I will give you that. If it was just 3 years, say it was 3 years. You claim it was 23 years. Telling the truth will actually save you in the long run. Because now the DA is looking at you like you drugged the daughter. And let me really get into that. I'm so glad I said DA. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Bonnie, baby, you ain't as strong and you ain't as good as you once was. Because the whole time you thought and had us thinking that you was playing old boy, he was playing you. And he played your ass like a fiddle. But oh, Bonnie say, baby, I may be down, but bitch, I ain't out. She was in that office and she said, what to do? She was about to crack it and she said, wait a minute, hold up. I got some stored away ammunition and I'm about to use it right goddamn now. So what she did was, she went back to Denver and played that message that said, bitch, I'm covering your ass and I'm doing it because I want to keep my job. And said, bitch, if you want to keep yours, then I suggest you We gonna act like this shit never happened. But the thing is, Bonnie, you know you fucked up. You did what you had to do out of impulse because you did not want to fail. And you didn't want to let Annalise down. Because you just basically, everybody is back in the same cycle of wanting to please, work for, and help out Annalise. That's where we're at. And you didn't want to let Annalise down, so you did what you had to do. You felt like your back was against the wall. So you did what the fuck you had to do. And mama, now you in for it. Because you know that Denver and Jorge is not the ones you want to fuck with. And so now you cocking your gun and begging Frank to come back. And I hope this shit don't come back to bite you in the ass. Because if it do, you going to be in for a rude awakening. Because at this point, Annalise simply has too much on her plate. It's taking a toll on me. I'm trying to be a good person. But bitch, it's too much. So, I don't know if she's going to be able to help you out, mama. Pick your battles. Pick your battles and pick how you fight them. Nate and his daddy. Hallelujah. Let me just pat my own damn self on the back for remembering his goddamn name. But that shit was, ooh, it tugged at my heartstrings because it showed how being institutionalized can really take an effect on you. He couldn't see the forest for the trees. He knew, I've been in here and like this, for this long, they ain't finna let me up out of here. And he was absolutely right. They fought tooth and nail to keep that man in there. Because they know that the proof is in the pudding. This man is who he is because he was institutionalized. The man thought he was locked up for a month and was locked up for 12. Man was locked up for a whole fucking year. You let him out and then some man challenge him. Of course he gonna take his head off. And he a former boxer? But it's all about know-how. And they not trying to let no man go who could possibly present some fault in them. No, ma'am. It ain't going down like that. Annalise should have known, but Annalise was trying to go the extra mile because you know she still got feelings for Leahy. Okay? Because she want him to Leahy. Okay? Which confuses me because last episode she was like, no, we can't. Girl, you wanted to stay focused. You wanted to channel all that sexual frustration into your cases and into your work hustle. That's all that was. Because you know if you would have got fucked real good. I'm walking on sunshine. We touched on mama. Frank, I don't know. Frank, I think you letting the pedal off of mama too easily and too fucking fast. Just because she had a ready answer to your suspicion about her calling Jorge all week does not mean she a good person. Usually when you get a first instinct, you're supposed to go with that motherfucker. Just because she was able to get Jorge to lay off does not mean that they still ain't in cahoots and working together. Maybe he was doing her a favor. So, baby, look into it really deeply before you go off the handle and just scratch her off the list. Because I don't know about her. I think that she is being eyes and ears for Jorge to give him insight on how to work to defeat L'Oreal. Connor and Oliver gonna get married. Whoop-de-doo. I'm more excited about him getting back into school. And I'm more excited that he was able to see what they were trying to say. Boy, I'm over here baking. She over here chasing behind Annalise. She over here worried about her child. And you going balls to the wall in these cases. You really have a passion for this, Connor. So you need to get your ass back in school. Stop sitting on your ass. And make something of yourself. If you feel this strongly about these cases, then baby boy, maybe civil justice is what you need to be going into. I'm just saying, okay? But y'all, I think that was it. Nothing else was really going on. Frank was in and out. I think Frank needed to tell L'Oreal what was going on when he asked to go to the hospital. I understand you trying to protect L'Oreal. At the end of the day, L'Oreal is thinking one thing and you thinking something totally different. So in order for y'all to get on the same page and try to work together to get this girl's baby back, how about we both know the same information? When you get a hunch, bitch, I need to be informed about the hunch. And then when I get a hunch, vice versa. Okay. But y'all, that's all I got. Remember to like, subscribe, comment, and share. Let's keep the conversation going. And if you don't know, bitch, I am on Instagram at the Cats Meow Official, I believe. That's right. Yeah. So go ahead and add me, and let's keep the conversation going over there, over here, and every motherfucking way. Okay? Same place, same time.